Welcome back to Andy's Guides. In today's video, we are going to show you how to create a board on Miro. Let's begin. Now, let me tell you, creating a board in Miro is a straightforward and allows you to start collaborating with your team quickly. Now, the first thing that you need to do is go to www.miro.com. And if you haven't already, this is the perfect time for you to create your account. Basically, you have the option that says sign up free. I want you to click on it because from here, all you're gonna do is choose these options. You can sign up with your Google account, with your Microsoft account, or with Slack. Now, if you happen to have a business or personal or working email address, you can also use that. And then just follow the on-screen prompts. In this case, I'm going to be using my Microsoft account and then click on next. Just wait for it to load. All right. Just click on next and then now once logged in, you will be taken to your Miro dashboard where you can see all your existing boards and projects if you haven't already. All right. I need you to look for a button that says create a new board. This one, the plus button. And obviously, I need you to click this button to start the process. But of course, you can choose a variety of templates for all different use cases, such as mind map, Kanban framework, maybe a planning for brain writing. If you just wanted to explore, you might want to click on the show all. Okay, so these are the where you can choose, all right, to get started quickly. Miroverse, building blocks. I'm just showing you, all right, the different options that you can use. All right, so these are the use cases for meetings and workshops, ideation and brainstorming. If you're into research and design, you might want to click on this option. Now for agile workflows, you see there's a lot, okay? Strategy and planning. They also have an option for diagramming and mapping, presentations and slides. And of course, you can select a template to get started quickly, or you can choose the blank board option to create a board from scratch, which is what we're going to do right now. I want you to click on the new board. What will happen is there's going to be a pop-up window that says, I've reached the limit of 3 editable boards. Upgrade to create a limited editable boards. All right, so in that case, you see, you have two options on creating new board. Just click on the recommended templates or on the recent boards down at the bottom. But I'm going to click on this one. What will happen is you would be forwarded to a new page, just like we have earlier. All right, so for now, I'm going to be using the use template, the presentation. You would be able to have this. Just wait for it to load while the template is activating your chart. All right, this is going to be your board. Of course, you have the option to rename it, maybe just this one. Okay, and then you can change the thumbnail if you wanted. Click that, and of course you can upload or select the board area. Now that, all you're gonna do is click on share. All right, so you have the option to share this recently created board to the emails that you wanted to put it in here. It could either from Slack, from Google or Microsoft. You also have the option to the access level when inviting collaborators, all right? And again, you have the option to set their permissions into view only. They can comment, they can edit, or no access at all. You can also generate a shareable link right here. Okay, click on that so that when you share the shareable link, that others can use to access the board. And Miro saves your board automatically, so there's no need to manually save your work. All right, it's automatically save real time whenever you made changes or updates on the Miro board, along with the collaborators, multiple freelancers, and a lot more. Now, there's two options for you to publish. All right, you can publish as a community template and give millions of people access to your ideas. Now, if you explore this publish template, what will happen is it would be forwarded here or another section. You can simply set up your profile if you wanted. All right. Profile URL, your role, company name, and about you. Right. So there's a lot. I'm just showing you some options because the Miro board can be shared to a lot of people. If you think your Miro board that you have created has value, you might want to let other people explore what you have created with Miro. All right. So here you can search by topic, company, or creator. And of course, if you wanted to share that, you might want to go to the Miroverse template. All right. But that's going to be another topic. But I'm just showing you the options once you have created your first board here on Miro. All right. Now, after that, you might want to click on the custom template. But the thing is, you need to upgrade to a paid plan to create custom templates and share them with your team because we're just using the free plan. All right. I'm using the free. Obviously, I have limitations on creating more customization and features for my Miro board. Now, the most cheapest is the starter pack, which unlocks unlimited and private boards with essential features. That's going to be $8 per month. The business is the most popular, $16 per month per one member. And if you wanted to scale up for the enterprise, work across your entire organization with support, security, and control to scale, I highly suggest you talk to a sales professional first before you dive into this big commitment. Miro can give you a demo or book a schedule, and they are more than glad and happy to assist you if you have any concerns about upgrading to the free trial. All right. Now, after creating your board here, again, you can have the option to present the board as you see, as you may fit. You have the options to collaborate with multiple people right here. All right. You can use this timer, voting, and tools to create a dynamic presentations that can be more engaging than traditional slides. You have an emoji reaction for the collaborators. It is particularly useful, for presenting ideas, strategies, or project updates to stakeholders. You have the option to share cursor, use the dark background, start in full screen, of course, share the board to others to join, all right? You can stop the presentation anytime you wanted. And again, you have the option to share that what we did earlier, all right? So there's a lot that you can explore when creating a board on Miro, all right? Now, in case you encounter any problems with Miro, just go to the Miro Help Center, type in your question here, press enter if you think you're having a problem creating a board, or just click on the troubleshooting and technical questions, and one of the support staff will give you insights on how to fix the issue if you're having problems or encountering any trouble here creating your Miro board, all right? And that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning into Andy's Guides. And again, if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated with all the latest content. See you in the next guide.